Do you ever feel like you're doing everything right? Buying the supplements, blending the smoothies, skipping the gluten, avoiding the toxins, and still feeling exhausted? You're not alone. In fact, you may be caught in what Christy Harrison calls the wellness trap. This isn't just another expose, it's a compassionate, science-backed deep dive into how the wellness industry, a place that promises healing, can actually make people feel worse, especially if you're chronically ill, neurodivergent, or just plain tired of being told you're not doing enough. In this video, we're unpacking the major ideas from Harrison's book, The Wellness Trap. We'll look at why the wellness world exploded, what it gets dangerously wrong, and how to actually take care of yourself without getting lost in a rabbit hole of self-optimization. So stick around, because by the end, you might see the whole wellness game in a way you've never seen it before. Let's start with the most unsettling idea. What if the wellness industry is actually making people sicker? Christy Harrison, a journalist and registered dietitian, doesn't make this claim lightly. She spent years in the trenches, first as someone who believed in wellness culture, and later as someone who began to see the damage it was doing. According to her, the rise of the wellness industry isn't just about people wanting to feel better. It's about a collapse in trust. We're talking about a world where traditional healthcare feels rushed, impersonal, and often dismissive, especially toward women, people of color, the chronically ill, or anyone without perfect labs. So what do people do? They go elsewhere. Enter wellness influencers, TikTok gut health regimens, mold detoxes, hormone balancing teas, expensive, often unregulated treatments. A world where your symptoms are always your fault, and where the cure is always one more product away. Now here's the scary part. A lot of these ideas sound reasonable. Cut out sugar. Take probiotics. Go natural. Detox your body. But when Harrison digs deeper, the science just doesn't back it up. The idea that your body is full of mysterious toxins you need to flush out with celery juice? Not real. The notion that you can reset your hormones through diet? Wildly oversimplified. The gut microbiome tests that influencers swear by? Often meaningless. The kicker? Many of these messages are wrapped in moral language. You're not just healthy. You're good and have successful control of your body. If you're sick, maybe it's because you're not trying hard enough. Maybe you didn't fast long enough. Maybe you didn't listen to your body. Maybe you're just not aligned. This isn't healthcare. It's spiritualized consumerism. And for people with real complex health problems, this is where the wellness trap tightens its grip. Let's say you go to a doctor with symptoms, fatigue, pain, digestive issues, but your labs are normal, so the doctor shrugs it off. You still feel awful. You go online, and suddenly, you're inundated with wellness content saying they have the answers, they understand you, they've been there. Harrison says this moment, this feeling of being unheard, is the gateway. You start following wellness coaches. You join communities. You buy the tests, the tinctures, the courses, and at first, it feels empowering. But eventually, it becomes a full-time job. A job where you're always the problem, and healing is always just out of reach. A job that takes over your life, trying to follow all the wellness instructions. And here's where it gets dangerous, because sometimes people delay medical care while pursuing natural solutions. They believe the wellness industry that says you can heal yourself without a doctor. They blame themselves for not doing it well enough if they don't heal. They get stuck in cycles of shame, and they spend thousands chasing an ideal that may not even exist. So why is this happening now? Harrison points to what she calls a perfect storm. One part is the wellness economy, a $4.5 trillion global industry that profits when you don't feel well, but don't trust traditional medicine. Another part is the digital algorithm. Platforms like Instagram and TikTok reward emotional, extreme content. The videos that go viral are not the ones saying, "Talk to your doctor." They're the ones saying, "Your fatigue is caused by parasites, and Big Pharma doesn't want you to know." And, "We can fix you without doctors with our wellness regimen." Then there's the cultural factor. In an era where religion has declined, wellness has become a kind of modern-day belief system. It promises answers, community, identity, even transcendence. Add in systemic failures in healthcare, particularly in the US, you've got millions of people left behind. So then many of them turn to wellness, not because they're gullible, but because they're desperate. And this is what sets the wellness trap apart. It's not just a takedown. It's deeply empathetic. Harrison isn't blaming individuals. In fact, she says the desire to feel better is completely rational. The real problem is when industries, often unregulated and profit-driven, exploit that desire. For example, she talks about the rise of functional medicine, which can sometimes blend legitimate science with pseudoscience, or wellness influencers who, despite having no credentials, promote dangerous protocols. And yet, these voices feel more real to people than their doctors. That's the trust gap, and it's growing. So what's the way out? Harrison suggests 3 core ideas. Number 1, seek actual medical care, but advocate for yourself. Yes, healthcare is flawed, but real medicine still matters. Find providers who listen and know that being dismissed doesn't mean you're imagining things. It means the system failed you. Number 2, be skeptical of health claims online. Ask, who's making money off this? What evidence backs it up? Is this advice asking you to buy something, or is it grounded in science? 3, redefine what wellness means. Maybe wellness isn't perfect skin and flawless digestion. Maybe it's being kind to your body even when it doesn't cooperate. Maybe it's community, or rest, or saying no to another expensive protocol. One of the most powerful chapters in the book covers something called healthism, the belief that individuals are fully responsible for their health, regardless of structural inequalities. If you're poor, stressed, overworked, living with trauma, doesn't matter. Wellness culture says it's your job to manifest healing. That's not fair, and it's not true. Harrison reminds us that health is deeply connected to privilege, access to food, safe housing, support systems, time, money. Not everyone has the luxury to juice fresh vegetables daily or see a naturopath. And in trying to pretend otherwise, wellness culture often becomes just another system of shame. So here's the big idea. What if we stopped trying to optimize ourselves and started just caring for ourselves? What if healing wasn't a goal you had to hustle for, but something that included rest, pleasure, and compassion? That's what Harrison means by escaping the wellness trap. And maybe the most radical thing you can do is stop trying to be well in the way the industry defines it. So, if this video made you rethink your own relationship with wellness culture, or if you've ever felt blamed for not being healthy enough, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your experience. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and hit like or subscribe for more book breakdowns like this one. We've got more coming, each one diving into the ideas that are shaping how we live, think, and take care of ourselves. We'll see you in the next one.